Thanks, Andrea. Your overall health, of course, involves your safety as well. Two of the nation's leading experts on women's personal safety join us right now. We have Hirsch Sandhu and Samuel Scott, and they're going to share some valuable information on how to avoid becoming a predator's next victim. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us today, and ladies and gentlemen as well.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Now, Hirsch, let's start with you.
Sure.
Why should women be so involved in their own personal safety? Why is it so important?
Well, 1 in 3 women will be a victim of a violent assault in their lifetime. And once every 5 minutes, a woman is forcibly raped. And there's a robbery once every 51 seconds. Yet, less than 5% of rapists spend any time in jail. And beyond the immediate physical dangers that women would have in that situation, the psychological harm can actually last a lifetime. And studies have shown that victims are more susceptible to chronic headaches, fatigue, anxiety, and even drug abuse and suicide.
These are horrible things. Now, you're involved in the Women's Personal Safety Network. What is that?
Well, the Women's Personal Safety Network is the wpsn.com, and it's basically an online community for women worldwide to gain access to a lot of safety resources like articles, videos, and safety alerts that give them the knowledge and skill sets needed to reduce their chances of being a victim.
And we also have trainings. We also have trainings that we're going to be conducting throughout the country. So we're going to be training instructors throughout the country and providing training.
And we've got your book as well, which we're going to talk about. But Samuel, not to leave you out, you're going to lead some demonstrations for us this morning. And we'd love to see them.
Okay. Well, let's start out with the basic, if I can have Joanna come up real quick. Now, even though you have a lot of random attacks, you still have, the predators still have a system. And this first part I want to show you is what happens when they do what they call an interview. So the predator will walk up. Excuse me, can I see what time? This is the wrong way. I want you to show the wrong way.
3 o'clock.
Thank you. Okay, her head's down, feet together. He invaded the space. Now let's go over this and do the right way this time.
So a common situation would be somebody coming over and asking for the time,
exactly,
for example, which I can tell you actually happened to me and led to a mugging in my life, which is not the greatest thing. So I want to see what I should have done instead.
Okay, great. Now here's the right way. Person approaches.
Yes, sir. It's 3 o'clock, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now the difference is she put her hands up as a barrier, stopping him in his tracks. She stepped back, and she actually had maximum eye contact the entire time. So he would look and say, this is not the one, because she also used the word, what, sir. And we don't talk like down the street. Oh, sir, yes, ma'am. So he would think police officer, maybe military, and fight, basically,
What about that personal anxiety that you have when you say, somebody's invading my personal space, I'm uncomfortable, I want to show them that I don't want them there, but I don't want to offend them at the same time? How do we get over that?
Well, if you know, she was still smiling. She was still cordial. So she didn't, she didn't seem threatful to him. She was very, very comfortable. And that's the key. You don't want to offend the person because it may be one of those. Who
wants the time?
Exactly. It's only, actually, it's only 3% of the attacks are by what we call serial type of rapists. So, all right, let's go through a couple of techniques now. Let's do the chokehold escape. Or better yet, just do it. I'm going to do a mugging choke. Good. This is wow.
Whoa.
That was woo.
That was
Let's
fast.
slow that down real quick because I couldn't even get it out in time. All right. The first thing. She hits a pressure point right below the lip, and then she goes a front snap kick between the legs, and she escapes.
And she's gone.
And she's gone. Now, the next technique is a chokehold escape. He comes up, heel, down, she drops, and she's out of there. Now, let's slow that one down, because that's even too fast. If you can turn for the camera so they can see that little heel strike, so maybe turn this way. Yes. Now, right here, she holds her breath, she pulls down, and then she delivers a heel kick between the legs that he never sees coming. And then she presses the knee out, and she drops to make sure he doesn't get up, and then she's out of there.
Okay. Well, sometimes the attacker has a weapon. What do we do in that situation?
All right. Now, 70% though of attackers are without a weapon. So 82% of women that actually fight, who have actually fought back, actually avoided the attack. So come on up real quick. Now with a weapon. She comes up with a knife, goes to attack her. She hands up and down. Good. Now let's slow that down. All right. He comes up, places the weapon on the neck, very close, mugging style. She locks the wrist, heel kicks, takes the blade, and she's out of there.
And he is done.
He's done. Drop the blade. Now, he comes up now. She uses what we call our defender. We've actually launched this a couple years ago. He comes up with the same attack, a little closer, down, takes the weapon, and she's out of there. Now, please slow that down because you guys, who taught you guys? You guys are just too fast here. All right.
And this is going to be, unfortunately, the last thing we can do.
Okay, right here. And just down,
Fantastic.
and out. Great job.
Well, we want to let folks know, too, we have your website up on our website, and for more information, they can check it out at WUSA9.com. And we have so much left on the show. Keep it here.